Hey everyone, welcome to the 7 Podcast. I'm Jack.
And I'm Sarah, and today we're doing another story episode.
A real-life story.
Yes, we're telling you the complete story of how I met my best friend.
This is a great story.
It's a story about connection, awkwardness, and unexpected friendship.
And you'll learn tons of English through storytelling.
Exactly. You'll learn vocabulary about emotions, social situations, and relationships.
Before we start, I want to say something.
What?
Meeting new people is hard, especially in a new city or when you're learning a new language.
So hard. You feel vulnerable. Vulnerable means exposed and unprotected.
You don't know if people will like you.
You worry about saying the wrong thing or being awkward.
But meeting people is essential for a happy life.
Absolutely essential. Humans are social creatures. We need connection.
And today's story shows that sometimes the best friendships come from unexpected places.
Very unexpected. I never imagined this person would become my best friend.
Before we start the story, let's tell our listeners what this episode covers.
We're telling the complete story of how I met Emma, my best friend.
From the awkward first meeting to becoming inseparable.
Inseparable means always together. We are.
Plus, you'll learn vocabulary about friendship, emotions, and social interactions.
Now, before we start, we want to hear from you.
In the comments, tell us, how did you meet your best friend?
Or do you find it hard to meet new people?
Share your experiences.
And if you want to learn English through engaging stories, please subscribe to the 7 Podcast.
Like this video, share it with English learners.
We're teaching you English through real, emotional stories.
Real life, real language, real connection.
So subscribe, like, and comment. Let's build a community of storytellers.
All right, Sarah, ready to tell your story?
Ready? This is the story of how I met Emma and how she changed my life.
Let's begin.
3 years ago, I moved to a new city for work. I was 26 years old and completely alone.
You knew nobody?
Not a single person. I'd left all my friends and family behind.
That must have been scary.
Terrifying. I had my job, my small apartment, and nobody to talk to.
How did you feel?
Lonely. Lonely means sad from being alone. I felt isolated.
Isolated means separated from others.
Yes. I'd go to work, come home, and sit alone every evening.
Did you try to meet people?
I tried, but it's hard as an adult. When you're young, you make friends at school. As an adult, where do you go?
Good question.
I joined a gym, but everyone wore headphones. Nobody talked.
What else did you try?
I went to coffee shops with a book, hoping someone would strike up a conversation.
Strike up a conversation means start talking to someone.
Right, but nobody did. Everyone was on their phones.
Modern life.
Exactly. I felt invisible. Invisible means unable to be seen.
How long did this go on?
3 months. 3 long, lonely months. I called my mom every night crying.
You were homesick?
Homesick means missing home. Very homesick. I almost quit my job and moved back.
What stopped you?
Pride. I didn't want to admit failure. And deep down, I knew I needed to give it more time.
Then what happened?
Then I met Emma.
How did you meet Emma?
At a community yoga class. Community means local neighborhood.
You did yoga?
I'd never done yoga in my life, but I was desperate for human connection.
Desperate means wanting something urgently.
Yes, I saw a flyer for free yoga in the park and thought, why not?
What happened?
I showed up on Saturday morning. About 20 people were there with all fancy yoga mats and cute outfits.
You felt out of place?
Out of place means not belonging. Completely. I had a beach towel and old sweatpants.
Everyone else looked professional?
Like Instagram yogis, I felt like a fraud. Fraud means fake person.
Did you almost leave?
I was walking away when I heard a voice behind me.
Emma?
Emma. She said, "Hey, first time? Me too. Want to be confused together?"
Great opening line.
I turned around and saw this smiling woman with messy hair and a beach towel like mine.
She was also unprepared?
Completely unprepared. We both looked ridiculous. Ridiculous means absurd and funny.
You connected immediately?
Not quite. I was awkward. I said, yeah, sure, okay.
Not very friendly.
I was nervous, but Emma laughed and said, great, let's find a spot in the back where we can fail quietly.
She was funny?
Hilarious, and that put me at ease. Put me at ease means made me comfortable.
How was the yoga class?
A disaster. A complete disaster.
What happened?
The instructor started with simple poses, but they weren't simple.
They were hard?
Impossible. Downward dog, warrior pose, tree pose, I couldn't do any of them.
What about Emma?
She was worse than me. She kept falling over.
Did people judge you?
Everyone else was focused on themselves, but Emma and I kept making eye contact and trying not to laugh.
You were giggling?
Giggling means laughing quietly. Yes. At one point, the instructor said, "Find your inner peace."
What did Emma do?
Emma whispered, "I can't find my inner peace. I lost it somewhere between confused and humiliated."
Humiliated means deeply embarrassed.
I burst out laughing. Burst out laughing means suddenly laugh loudly. I couldn't stop.
In the middle of class?
In the middle of silent meditation, everyone opened their eyes and stared at me.
Embarrassing.
So embarrassing. My face turned bright red. I wanted to disappear.
What did Emma do?
She started laughing too. Then we couldn't stop. We were laughing so hard we were crying.
The instructor must have been annoyed.
She smiled and said, "Perhaps you two should take a break."
You got kicked out?
Gently removed. We walked away still laughing. After yoga, Emma said, "Want to get coffee? I feel like we bonded through mutual failure."
Bonded means formed a connection.
Yes, and mutual failure means both failing together.
Did you go?
I hesitated. I was shy, but Emma was so warm and friendly, I said yes.
Where did you go?
A small cafe nearby. We ordered coffee and sat by the window.
What did you talk about?
At first, we laughed about yoga. Then the conversation deepened.
Deepened means became more meaningful.
Yes. Emma asked, "So, are you from here?" And I said, "No, I just moved here 3 months ago."
You shared your loneliness?
Not immediately, but Emma said, "Me too. I moved here 6 months ago and I'm still finding my feet."
Finding my feet means adjusting to a new situation.
Exactly. Suddenly, I didn't feel alone.
Someone understood.
Someone understood completely. Emma said, "Making friends as an adult is so hard. Everyone already has their friend groups."
You felt validated.
Validated means feeling understood and accepted. Yes, I wasn't weird for struggling.
What else did you talk about?
Everything. Our jobs, our families, why we moved, our dreams, our fears.
The conversation flowed?
Like we'd known each other for years. It was effortless. Effortless means easy, requiring no effort.
How long did you stay?
3 hours. We talked until the cafe closed.
Did you exchange numbers?
Yes. Emma said, "We should do this again. I need a friend who's as bad at yoga as me."
You both laughed?
We laughed and agreed to meet the following week. Before continuing the story, let's learn friendship vocabulary.
Repeat after us.
First, connection.
A feeling of closeness with someone.
Example, I felt an instant connection with Emma.
Say it. Connection.
Next, bonded.
Formed an emotional attachment.
Example, we bonded over our shared experiences.
Say it. Bonded.
Next, awkward.
Causing embarrassment or discomfort.
Example, the first meeting was awkward but sweet.
Say it. Awkward.
Next, hit it off.
Get along well immediately.
Example, we hit it off from the first conversation.
Say it. Hit it off.
Next, vulnerable.
Emotionally exposed and open.
Example, I felt vulnerable sharing my feelings.
Say it. Vulnerable.
Next, trust.
Belief in someone's reliability and honesty.
Example, Trust develops slowly in friendships.
Say it. Trust.
Next, inseparable.
Always together. Very close.
Example, we became inseparable friends.
Say it. Inseparable. What happened after that first coffee?
We started meeting every Saturday, same time, same cafe.
It became a routine?
Routine means regular activity. Yes, we called it Saturday Coffee Club.
Just the two of you?
Just us. We'd talk for hours about our week, our struggles, our victories.
You became close?
Gradually. Trust takes time. Trust means belief in someone's reliability.
When did you realize she was becoming a real friend?
Week 4. I had a terrible week at work. My boss criticized me harshly.
Harshly means severely and unkindly.
Yes, I was devastated. Devastated means extremely upset.
Did you tell Emma?
I didn't want to. I thought, she doesn't want to hear my problems.
But
But when we met, she took one look at me and said, "What's wrong?"
she could tell?
Immediately. I tried to say nothing, but she said, "Sarah, we're friends. You can tell me."
That word friends?
It made me emotional. I started crying right there in the cafe.
What did Emma do?
She handed me napkins, waited patiently, and when I was ready, she listened.
She didn't judge?
Not at all. She said, "Your boss sounds like a jerk. You're talented and they're lucky to have you."
She defended you.
Fiercely. Fiercely means with intensity and passion. She was on my side.
That's when you knew.
That's when I knew. This wasn't just casual friendship. This was real. Around week 8, our friendship deepened even more.
How?
We started sharing deeper things, not just surface-level stuff.
Surface level means shallow, not deep.
Right. We'd been talking about work, daily life, funny stories.
But not personal struggles.
Not really. Until one day, Emma shared something vulnerable.
What did she share?
She told me about her anxiety. Anxiety means excessive worry and fear.
That's very personal.
Very personal. She said, "I've been dealing with anxiety for years. Some days I can barely leave my apartment."
How did you respond?
I was honored. Honored means feeling privileged and respected. She trusted me.
Did you share something back?
I did. I told her about my depression. Depression means persistent sadness and hopelessness.
You'd never told anyone?
Not in this city. I was afraid of judgment. Judgment means critical evaluation.
But Emma didn't judge.
She hugged me. She said, "Thank you for trusting me. We'll get through this together."
Get through this means survive and overcome.
Yes, that moment changed everything.
You became real friends?
We became soulmates. Soulmates means people deeply connected, not romantic, but deeply bonded.
You could be completely yourself?
Completely. No masks, no pretending, just honest connection.
That's rare.
Incredibly rare and precious. Precious means extremely valuable.
Did your friendship ever face challenges?
Oh, yes. Month 6 brought a major test.
What happened?
I got offered a promotion, but it meant working longer hours.
That's good news.
It was, but I started canceling our Saturday meetings.
You got too busy?
Too busy. I canceled 3 weeks in a row.
How did Emma react?
She texted, "Hey, is everything okay? I miss you."
Sweet message.
I felt guilty. I texted back, "I'm sorry, just busy with work."
Did that satisfy her?
She called me. She said, "Sarah, I need to be honest with you."
That sounds serious.
I was nervous. She said, "I feel like you're pulling away. Did I do something wrong?"
Pulling away means becoming distant.
Yes, I felt terrible. I explained it was just work, not her.
Did she understand?
She did, but she also said, "Friendships need maintenance. Can we find a way to stay connected?"
Maintenance means regular care and attention.
Exactly. She was right. I was taking the friendship for granted.
Taking for granted means not appreciating something.
Yes, so we compromised. Compromised means found a middle solution.
What compromise?
We switched to Wednesday evenings, shorter meetings but consistent.
Did that work?
Perfectly. We'd meet for quick dinners, 90 minutes but regular.
The friendship survived?
Stronger than before, we learned to communicate. 1 year after meeting, something happened that cemented our friendship.
Cemented means solidified permanently. What happened?
My mom got sick, very sick. I got a call that she was in the hospital.
Oh no.
I was panicking. I needed to fly home immediately.
Did you tell Emma?
I called her crying. I could barely speak.
What did she do?
She said, "I'm coming over right now," and she did.
She came to your apartment?
Within 30 minutes, she brought her laptop and said, "Let's book your flight."
She helped you organize?
She organized everything: flight, time off work, packing list.
You were too emotional?
I was a mess. A mess means emotionally distraught. I couldn't think straight.
To think straight means to think clearly.
Right. Emma did everything. Then she drove me to the airport at 5 a.m.
True friendship.
The truest, but it gets better.
How?
While I was home for 2 weeks, Emma texted me every day.
Checking on you?
Not just checking, she sent funny memes, updates about our city, distractions.
You knew you needed normalcy?
Normalcy means normal conditions. Yes, she understood perfectly.
Did your mom recover?
She did, thank goodness. And when I flew back, Emma picked me up from the airport.
With a sign?
With balloons and a "Welcome home, bestie" sign.
Bestie means best friend.
I cried happy tears. That's when I knew she wasn't just a friend, she was family.
Tell us about your friendship now.
Emma and I are inseparable. She's my person.
My person means the one you rely on most.
Exactly. We talk every day. We celebrate together, cry together, grow together.
What do you do together?
Everything. We cook together, watch shows together, exercise together, still terrible at yoga, travel together.
You've traveled together?
5 trips so far. Beach vacations, city explorations, hiking adventures.
Do you ever fight?
Fight means argue. Sometimes. We're both stubborn.
Stubborn means refusing to change your mind.
Yes, but we learned to communicate. We talk through disagreements.
Healthy conflict resolution?
Conflict resolution means solving disagreements. Very healthy.
What's your favorite thing about Emma?
She accepts me completely. My flaws, my weirdness, my bad days.
Flaws means imperfections.
Right. She loves me not despite my flaws, but including them.
What does Emma say about you?
She says I'm her rock. Rock means stable support person.
You support each other equally?
That's why it works. We give and receive equally.
Balanced friendship?
Perfect balance.
What did this friendship teach you?
So many lessons. First, be open to connection.
Explain.
I almost skipped that yoga class. I almost said no to coffee. I was scared.
But you took the risk?
I took the risk, and it changed my life.
What else?
Second lesson, show up authentically.
Authentically means genuinely, as your true self.
Yes, I didn't pretend to be someone else. I was awkward, messy, real.
And Emma loved that?
She loved the real me, not a fake version.
Third lesson?
Good friendships take time. We didn't become best friends overnight.
It was gradual?
Very gradual. Weeks of coffee, months of trust building, a year of shared experiences.
Fourth lesson?
Vulnerability creates connection. Vulnerability means emotional openness.
Sharing your struggles brought you closer?
Always. The more vulnerable we were, the stronger our bond.
Fifth lesson?
Friendships need effort. You can't neglect them.
Neglect means fail to care for.
Right. When I got busy, I almost lost her. Regular connection is essential.
Sixth lesson?
True friends show up in crises. Emma proved that when my mom was sick.
Actions matter more than words?
Actions are love. Anyone can say, "I'm here for you." Emma actually showed up. Looking back, I'm so grateful I went to that yoga class.
It changed your life?
Completely. I went from lonely and isolated to having a sister I never knew I needed.
Sister here means like family.
Exactly. Emma is family now. We even joke about growing old together.
What would you tell someone struggling to meet people?
Take the chance. Say yes to invitations. Try new things.
Even if it's scary?
Especially if it's scary. The best things happen outside your comfort zone.
What about people who are shy?
I was shy, but I learned most people want connection too. They're just as nervous.
Everyone's a little scared?
Everyone, even confident-seeming people, we're all just trying to connect.
Any other advice?
Be patient. Good friendships take time. Don't force it.
And be yourself.
Always be yourself. The right people will love the real you.
What about Emma? Does she know you're sharing this story?
She does. She's probably listening right now. Hi, Emma.
What did she say?
She said, tell them how bad you were at yoga. Don't leave that part out.
She's keeping you honest.
Always. That's what best friends do.
All right, everyone. That's Sarah's story of meeting Emma.
A story of awkward beginnings, gradual trust, and lasting friendship.
If this story touched you, please subscribe to the 7 podcast.
Like this video, share it with people who feel lonely or are struggling to make friends.
Comment below. How did you meet your best friend?
Or are you looking for friendship right now?
Remember, everyone is looking for connection.
Be brave, say yes, show up, be real.
In English, we say, a true friend is the greatest of all blessings.
Meaning, good friends are life's most precious gift.
So cherish your friends, and if you don't have any yet, keep trying.
Your Emma is out there, maybe doing terrible yoga and waiting to meet you.
Perfect. Thanks for listening, everyone.
We'll see you in the next episode of the 7 podcast.
Until then, be open to connection.
And remember, the best friendships often start with awkward moments.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, and thanks, Emma, for being the best.